Welcome to the new Empathic Experience, the new now and the new you preview. I am Empathic Empire-preneur Authority, AliNICOLE, and I am joined by the Empathic Power Enhancer, Gina, Gardiner, and the Chief Chakra Awakener, Brenda, Jacobson. And we are super excited to share with you today a preview about our live intensive session called The New Now and the New You. And also we're going to share a little bit about what we've provided so far during our virtual media tour of the new Empathic Experience. It's really been a great experience. So far we've hosted 3 sessions, and that's been on the role of a new empowered empath. We also had a session on the joys and pains of working with empaths, and also 3 required resolutions for empaths. And we're actually going to be expounding upon these topics even more in the new now and the new you intensive session. So super excited. I do want to mention, if you haven't listened to these sessions, and I'm going to invite you to do so before you come to the intensive, so that you will be up to speed with the content that will be shared. The links to the previous sessions are below in the description box, and also you'll find information about the 3 of us and our works below as well. So at this moment, I want to invite Gina and Brenda into the conversation. So welcome again, ladies. So great that we are here together.
Oh, thank you. It's great to be together. And there's just so much important stuff to talk about, isn't there?
Oh, it's tons. You are so right about that. I mean, we've been having a really good time. I really believe it's been such a rich experience during the media tour, and actually, before the media tour as well, because we've been working together, on some different things, and it's been amazing. Um, so I guess just to jump in and start, where we're going to go today is, I would love to hear from each of you sort of about what this experience leading up to this tour, what it's been like for you. And also we'll be sharing a little bit about our core themes, for the media tour afterwards. But I really would love to hear from you both. What has been the highlight for you so far? What you feel maybe are the greatest benefits for empaths to listen into the series? So definitely want to hear about that before we actually start talking about the intensive. So Gina, do you mind if we start with you?
Not at all. Over the years, I've worked with many empaths, and I know many empaths. Many of my friends are empaths, and indeed I am one myself.
Yes.
And one of the things that I've recognized over the years is that there are certain limiting patterns that many empaths engage in. And I feel it's such a tragedy, really, because when they recognize their true worth and they
Mm-hmm.
step into their genuine power, they are just amazing, and they have such an important role to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always
Mm-hmm.
been important, but it's never been more important than it is at the moment. And so when we started talking, it really stirred me into
Yes,
recognizing I needed to do something to support empaths to become the best they can be.
that's right.
And as a result of our conversations has come out the book
Mm-hmm.
and a program which we'll
Mm-hmm.
talk about later. But
Yes.
it seems to me that it was the trigger to
Mm-hmm.
galvanize action from something that I'd been perhaps not as
Doing all
aware
along.
of and need. But
Yeah.
as soon as we started to talk,
Mm-hmm.
then landscape became so much clearer.
Yes.
And then I didn't have any choice but to actually act upon it. And
Right.
I think that this is actually quite common for empaths, that they don't see the wood for the trees until they do, and then suddenly they can just rocket into
Yeah.
the next trajectory and the next level.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And what do you feel that this um, experience that we've been creating so far, what would you say is kind of a highlight? Well, of course, the book coming out of this, what we was doing prior, definitely is a highlight. But for the empath specifically, what do you feel would be the biggest benefit from this experience that we've been creating together?
I think many empaths get stuck in a cycle of I can't do it because it's not perfect. I can't do it because the time's not right. People won't believe me. I can't charge. I can't. And for me, the biggest benefit of the work that we're doing together
Mm-hmm.
is it shines a light on the fact that the only thing that limits you as an empath is you.
Right.
And if
Yeah.
you believe you can't, then that's your reality. But the truth is whatever you choose it to be. So if you
Mm-hmm.
choose that all of your past hurts and all of the things that are challenging are going to stop you, then they will. But for me, what we're offering is the key that unlocks the door.
Mm.
You know, if the
Mm.
door is closed and locked, it might just as well be a brick wall. But
Right.
once you open it and you just allow it to be ajar, then the issue of pushing on an open door is incredibly different, isn't it?
Mm. Yes.
So for
Yes.
me, the books that we've created and the courses and this
Mm-hmm.
program, all of these are involved in handing empaths the key
Mm-hmm.
to open
Yes.
the door.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
once you open the door, then
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't take much to just put a little pressure on the door and the door will open.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. I agree. Brenda, I definitely would love to hear your take on this.
Yes, thank you, Gina, and thank you, AliNICOLE. Great introduction to it. Love what you said, Gina. I think that what's happening for me is I've been doing this work for almost 20 years, working with empaths, and you know, trying to come out of the closet as an empath myself. And I've never seen a time that was so right for that. So open. Communities of empaths are just coming together. People are coming out. I have just, you know, what really got me into this year is that people have approached me needing some guidance, needing to see the world in a different way,
Mm-hmm.
given what's happened through 2020. And it really kind of reawakened for me some of the work that I was doing almost 10 years ago in working with people. The world wasn't really ready for it then. Now the world is more than ready. They're actively seeking answers that don't exist within the regular systems that we have
Right. Yeah.
been
Yeah.
living in. And so, what I love about working with both of you is that we come at the same topic from such totally unique directions.
Mm-hmm.
And we offer tools that integrate so beautifully together and help to take people from where they are to leveling them up into their empathic skills in
Mm-hmm.
a world that honors their empathic skills and
Yes.
into a way where they can actually make this a way of life for themselves, where they can not just thrive in it, but flourish within this
Mm-hmm.
environment. We've never
Mm.
seen that before. So I'm very excited to be.
Oh, that was beautiful. Yes, yes. Oh, wow. That both of what you both shared. That, I mean, it's tremendous for sure. Man, that was incredible because this really is the very essence of what we are bringing about. And I really feel that the benefits of this experience, they really are tremendous because it is making empaths aware of a new way of being. You've both alluded to in a sense as well. A new way of being as an empath and being able to start being set up on a new path for empathic success. So that's something I feel this experience is really ushering in for empaths. And of course, I've been enjoying building this media tour, particularly with the both of you. And just as Brenda, you mentioned, is that we have this sense of, I don't want to call it divine overlap, but in a sense it is that because we are talking about the same things, but we each uniquely come at it with a different angle and a different vibration, a different expression, and all of which build upon each other into this sort of cohesive experience to take empaths to the next level. It's also been great to just be with like mission-minded people, you know, having collaborations and being able to co-create this unique experience that we know is going to catapult in empaths for sure. So I could talk on and on about this, but certainly it's been tremendous having this experience with you both and knowing the impact that it's going to make, just not in the present, but for years to come.
Absolutely. I love the way you put that.
Oh, thank you.
It's interesting because I think what it also does is it models for other people the strength of great collaboration.
Yes,
you know, the strength
yes.
is so much greater than the sum of the parts, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
And empaths, I think, often feel isolated.
Mm-hmm.
And so part of our work is to actually bring them together.
That's right. That's right.
Facilitate that sense of you are not isolated or alone. And collectively, we've got such a big job to do.
Absolutely, we do. And we simply can't do it alone. And that is the power of these type of co-creative experiences, these collaborations. And again, the three of us are empaths. So us coming together to uplift other empaths is very important. So what I want to sort of just go over in this preview is just to talk about this new empathic experience and the new now and the new you intensive, the core focus, you know, of why we are bringing this forth. So I've been mentioning that we were going to cover a few areas, and I talked about the ones that we have done calls for so far, and that is the role of a new empowered empath and the joys and pains of working with empaths, and then also the 3 required resolutions for empaths. And we're going to touch on those and hit those at a different level, different vantage point than what we shared in the separate calls. But also we're going to focus on our individual core themes, because for this media tour, even though we have the cohesive theme of this being the new empath, you know, experience, but we both bring a unique flavor, vibe or so to it. We have core focuses, and Gina, you know, yours being the harnessing your empathic power. Mine is all about new definition empath success. And in Brenda, yours is around getting to the root of your empathic greatness. And within this intensive, we're also going to have a Q&A and an opportunity for others to receive some mentoring and, you know, and some coaching. So it's going to be a really great experience. I'm really looking forward to it because it's live energy. And we know great things really do happen in the live energy when it's the collective of the facilitators and also those who can be there to, you know, to greatly benefit. But what I would like to do now is we can talk just a little bit about our core things, just hit on it lightly, and be able to share some call to actions, you know, within that. So do you ladies like to explore this right now?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. Or I can, it doesn't matter.
No, whoever. So
yeah.
Or who wants to go? You want to go, Brenda?
Start off.
Yes.
I think we're all being too polite, letting the other person go. And
yeah, isn't it?
Pause in the thing. I am really excited about helping people to clear their energetic debris that they carry forward. We all carry forward an emotional legacy that comes not just from this lifetime, but from past lifetimes, that really colors the way that we see the world, the way that we see ourselves. And it really impacts the experience that we have within this world. Much of this debris is what, of this legacy is what is holding empaths back from really stepping into their own truth and the power that comes with that truth. We all have a true way of being that society has convinced us to deny.
Right.
But along with that comes some powerful innate gifts that we have to bring to the world. And it's really time for people to do that. So I love working with them to clear that chakra system so that the energy from the earth and from the universe, all of those powerful electromagnetic energies can flow really cleanly through their body, helping them to excavate those gifts that have been so deeply hidden in much of our past. And I do that through working with them through the chakras. The first gift that I have to offer is I've got an app out there that has a free meditation that will help to clear those chakras. And the nice thing about it is it's best done when you go to sleep. So put it on, go to sleep. It doesn't take any time out of your day, but it has been downloaded over 100,000 times.
Wow.
And I have gotten so many wild stories about how this has changed people's lives, given them their life back, helped them in so many different ways. So that's available on awakeningconsciously.com/app. You can download it from the Apple or Google stores.
Okay,
and it's
great.
free for them to do that. For those
it's
that
amazing.
thank you. For those that want to explore a little bit deeper, I have an 8-week course that we spend a whole, one week on each chakra and just really delving into what energies that chakra holds, what damages them, what heals them, how you can really empower that area of the energy body. And then we move up the ladder week by week.
Nice.
So that will be available through this show.
Wow, yes, that is definitely getting to the root of your empathic greatness, right? Because you start with the root chakra and work your way, up the spectrum, so to speak. Wow, yeah, incredible. And so glad you shared that. Really feel the good energy and vibe, through that. And then because I've experienced, your work, I can attest that it certainly is the highest level of chakra work out there. And so happy that it is a part of this experience that we're bringing to the empath so that they can have this new experience. It's kind of hard to have a new experience if those areas are not intact. So
if dragging forward that emotional legacy from past, you can't see the world differently.
You can't. You really can. If you don't get to the root of your greatness, you can't unleash your greatness as an empath. So that is just amazing. And thank you. I will share really quickly, and then we'll allow Gina to share. And then also we can have, some closing words and everything. And Gina will be able to close us out. So my theme, as you all know, is about the new definition empaths and their success. So having this new empathic success and being able to redefine, in a sense, and refine the empathic essence and expression, because we're in this new era of change, and this new era of change has so much emerging greatness, and empaths are really being called up higher in their ways of beingness, also being an expression, and also the service that they're here to provide to not just the core area or industry that they will serve in, but this is really about the world at large. And as they're being called up higher, their core essence of being empathic is going to be this newly defined way of being that I mentioned. And this is really for higher levels of success. For me, primarily because I teach in the high end, experience, is empaths really stepping into creating this higher level and high end experience as service providers, because Gina mentioned is that empaths often have a lot of times, hard times with charging and their worthiness, financials, and which we've covered in some of the sessions, and we'll talk, more about it in the intensive. But stepping into this higher frequency as an empath is going to be important. So we can't hang on to old myths and old stories about how empaths have been defined in the past. It is really about a new definition. And so I actually have an experience that is the new definition empaths. And it also provides some virtual media tours and platforms, trainings, groups, just some different things from helping to level up the empathic community in new ways. And there's a core focus, as I mentioned before, of having this high-end empathic experience. And of course, people aren't accustomed to this, so it's more of a developmental aspect of it. So I just want to put that out there, that it is for emerging, so no one comes to the table just knowing these things. But my call to action is that I have an article on LinkedIn, and it is for New Definition Empaths, and it's all about the uncommon metamorphosis journey to becoming an empathic ego influencer. And also I have a Facebook page, and it is the New Definition Empathic page. And so it's a community on Facebook, and there'll be information, below for people to be able to find out about that. So I hand it over to Gina.
Thank you. And for both of you ladies, I know that the quality of what you offer is just amazing. For me, the harnessing the power of being an empath, the book is there. It's an intentional journal. It shares some of the common patterns of thinking and behavior that hold empaths back, and starts to look at how you can get over those things and free yourself really from the limitations of your beliefs and your past, because many empaths have had a real challenging start to life. And having given you some insights and some strategies, then the rest of the book is around offering you an intentional journal, one where you can examine those things that are holding you back and deal with them. And I've met so many who are constantly going back to old things. It's almost like being on a piece of elastic. They start to move forward and get yanked back. So what I've also done is I've set up a one-day VIP retreat day where you'd identify the key to unlock your potential as an empath and identify those limiting beliefs and old patterns which are holding you back. And then you truly have a choice once you're aware. You can carry on, or I can share strategies with you that will help you cut that elastic cord, if you like, and move forward. And for those who are really ready to take action, there is an intensive second day that you can opt for, which is looking at your enlightened why. It's unlocking your gifts to elevate your practice and that of your guests, and to help you create a living legacy. And we need you to operate on a big scale.
Yes.
It's not time to hide your light. Now is the time to really step forward and be the best version of you that you can be, and just unleash and harness that power that you have. So you can find all of those on the books on Amazon, and the programs are available at ginagardinerassociates.co.uk. All of the details for all our offers will be in the information that comes along with these videos. I urge you, please, it's time to take action. You can't delay anymore. If you do, you're letting down the people you're meant to serve, and you're going to get left behind. And what we are doing, the three of us, is providing you, if you like, with the rocket fuel to help you move yourself from where you are to where you can make a truly impactful difference, positive one, on the world. So, ladies, it just leaves me to say thank you, both of you. It's a joy to work with you both. And to
Thank
say to
you.
those people who are listening, come on, 2021, we shifted into the new era of Aquarius. It's time to take action. So thank you, ladies,
right.
and thank you, listeners.
Very welcome.
Thank you, and you're welcome. Thanks so much.